snowing. I can't believe it. This is the first time that we've ever been on the boat and it snowed. I think we should go and show you. Come on.
10 years. 10 years of owning boats in marinas. No, 12. 12 years of owning boats in marinas. And we thought, you know what? This is what we're going to do. We're going to take the boat to some nice temperate location. Never snows. Everyone's like, look at this, look at this.
There's snow on top of here.
I know, and this is what causes problems because it doesn't defrost and it just gets heavier and heavier and heavier. I need to go and scrape it off.
Okay. Come on, let's go and this side.
This camera's waterproof, right?
Yeah, it is actually.
So we have a few problems to deal with now. I mean, look at this. Look at the f***ing state of my boat. I'm meant to be like...
Icicles.
Look, icicles, icicles, icicles. Look at our barbecue. Look at this. It's a f***ing barbecue. So it means a couple of things realistically. One, we're not going to be making snowballs. Two, the reason I'm not going, oh yippee, yippee, isn't it amazing, it's snowy, is because the, how shall I put it, the supplier that was meant to send us the component for our heating didn't send it and said, oh, now we can't get it after giving it. So we don't have our diesel heating up and running. So we're using a little heater, lots of candles, lots of other things to keep ourselves warm. My parents are here, and more importantly, we have some issues with the fact that I am meant to be getting on a bloody plane tomorrow to go home. Now, it could be that this is just Providence's way of saying, don't leave me, don't leave your boat. But Charleston Airport, which is where we are, is closed. New York JFK is going to be hit by what CNN called a winter hurricane storm. So yeah, I'm kind of superbly annoyed. Teresa is not superbly annoyed and is doing little jumps. Is that it? Is it? That's it. That's what you're doing.
This is like my old aerobics classes.
Yeah, you slip and go into that water, baby.
I'm not going to slip.
I do. You know how you're a jinx?
Also incredibly graceful.
Yeah. So, it's the 3rd of January, Charleston, South Carolina. This is just a brief message to all you people who want to see what it's like living on a boat. As I said, it is incredibly cold. In fact, I would say it's warmer than it was earlier.
I'm fine. I'm all huddled up.
So yeah, let's yeah, we're keeping the boat warm.
Yeah.
Luckily this morning, and this is the thing, I went out this morning because it was just, this morning it was raining, and as the rain was hitting any surface, it was freezing. So I thought, it's not so bad. I'll go out and buy some food because I don't think we're going to get to go out today, just in case we get a light flurry of snow. I go shopping, come back, literally, we've got a 4-wheel drive that we rented or we hired. As I came back to that big bridge over there, they closed the bridge. It was so icy, so the bridge got closed, and I think I made it back to the marina with about 5 minutes to spare. The 4-wheel drive, absolutely bloody useless. Seriously, I know it doesn't have winter tyres on it, but no good. So the car's going all over the place. I got back, and now we're going to just huddle down. It's cozy in a way. I'm no doubt there's going to be all sorts of travel disruption for me over the next couple of days, which just pisses me off because I've got 3 scheduled flights, and if I miss the first, I'll miss the second, and then I'll miss the third. Nothing you can do about the weather. Nothing.
Where are you going? Have you said where you're going?
No, I haven't. It's all a massive surprise. But seeing as I'm with my parents who live in London, my first port of call is definitely going to be London.
And then it's going to be somewhere that's definitely not snowing.
I hope not. Jesus Christ. Anyway, so I think I'm going to go inside. I'm going to go and try and cook some of the food that we bought, keep the place up.
And lovely cup of tea.
Lovely cup of tea. Well, also the other thing is, because the marina very justifiably turned the water off to stop the pipes from freezing, we have very little water left. So I'm going to have to. Oh, this is the other thing. So I thought, oh, okay, I'll jerry jug the water from the. And I thought that's a bit of a pain in the ass, 25 litres. But like anyway, so we're running very low on water.
Yeah, you had to jerry can it from the laundry.
Yeah, but our jerry can's cracked if the cold as well. I think it was UV degradation and cold. So we've got no jerry can. Anyway, for Teresa, I'm going to point this to, who has previously said, oh, I'd love to do high latitude sailing.
Yes.
You still want to do it?
I'm happy. Look. Look at my smile. Also, I don't intend for it to actually be snowing. I feel like maybe in the summer in high latitudes it doesn't actually snow.
That for a game of soldiers, babe.
Well, we'll be able to see next year because Delos are doing it. We can learn from there. We can let them do it first. Oh, I had a dream last night that we were asked to crew for Delos.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you see how dreams and reality, that Father Ted thing?
I know.
I know. Maybe Delos. Actually, they've just lost one person. Why don't you go crew for Delos? Crew for Delos.
Not just yet.
Then here comes the storm. Anyway, you been going?
Yes.
All right, babe.
So I'm in my I'm in my wet weather gear, my foulies, which I've not worn since, I don't even know, probably for about 5 years. Definitely I've only worn these maybe twice or 3 times in my whole life. So yeah, I did not think that I'd ever be putting them on to deal with the snowy conditions. But it's so beautiful, I can't believe it. I know that it's kind of mad, like it's kind of crazy that it's this cold and it's actually snowing, but it's just so beautiful. Let me show you. So let's have a little look. Show you properly. I think one of the coolest things about the snow is how quiet everything gets. It's like suddenly everything's so silent and it's just, I don't know, there's just a really strange atmosphere in the air whenever it snows. And I've never been in a marina before when it's been snowing. Certainly I've never been on our boat before when it's been snowing. So yeah, Lane and I are going to go and build a snowman. We're like a couple of little kids. How crazy is this?
This is like unbelievable.
What's the plan?
I'm gonna build a snowman because I can, and it's Charleston.
What the hell?
I know.
Alright, let's do this.
So, after watching the show that was yesterday, and the snow today, it is -6 in Celsius, and that's about 20 something. It gets really cold here at night. So you've seen the outside of it. We have been shoveling snow all afternoon off the decks, and the problem is that it was frozen ice and snow came on top of that, and that's all fair and well, but when it goes onto canvas work, like it just, the canvas gets really heavy because it just collects snow. So we had to go on this afternoon and kind of clear the solar panels, and there was like icicles falling off the mast as the sun hit it. So tonight's going to be really cold. Here's the thing, we have an Urbispacker heating unit. The company that were meant to be sending me the spare didn't have it, but they only told me they didn't have it after holding on to my money for 5 days and then thankfully saying, oh sorry, we can't get the part anymore. So we have no diesel heating. So this is what we've been doing. The place is warm. We actually have a thermometer in here, and at the moment it is 26 degrees Celsius, which is something in Fahrenheit. 26, yeah. The reason it's hot is that firstly, how to keep a boat warm when you don't have diesel heating and when you get a freak snowstorm in South Carolina in January. Firstly, the oven. We're using the oven. I'm cooking some chicken for dinner, which I'm going to turn into a lovely risotto. Or as they say in American, risotto. Risotto. So we're having risotto for dinner, so that's kicking out a lot of heat. We also have, and I'm going to just spin this round so you can see this. This this little thing. Now this little thing is another one of the little bits that Teresa said, just leave it, we're never going to use that, are we? Like Eric Idle. So this is a little fan heater that was stuck in the bottom of a locker, and realistically speaking, it's the only thing keeping us alive.
It really is.
It is. We've had this thing going for like days. In addition to that, I have this very attractive Scandinavian lamp, which I bought many moons ago. I like it because of the design. I wanted a centerpiece for the boat. I sound like Gok Wan. I know he does fashion. Does he? What does he do? Anyway, so we have this very attractive light, and the thing about this light is because the Scandinavians are good with cold and they're used to cold, they have these lights that heat up. So they actually produce this. It's an oil lamp that makes, it's a space heater, and it produces a couple of 100 watts of heat. So that works. And then finally, as literally a last ditch attempt to keep this place warm, we have tea lights. No, seriously. So you mock, and now you're like, oh, look at you, you've got no tea, you're using tea lights to heat a boat.
I know, but
What happened last year when we had a power cut in Australia? Tell me what happened.
you not only used tea lights to, well, what did you do again?
What?
Oh, that's right, no, I remember now. So we had like a power outage across the entire state last year when we were at home in Adelaide, and literally there was no power for, what, about 12 hours?
Yeah.
And so the power went out about 4 o'clock, and Nick ingeniously cooked our dinner, which I think was a casserole or something,
With tea lights.
with tea lights. He like set up this, I don't know, situation where he put all tea lights down, and then he put like some kind of frame on top of it, and then the saucepan on top of that.
I used a salad bowl filled with tea lights with a trivet on top. Very MacGyver. Anyway,
It worked.
so there are many different ways of heating a boat that don't involve Erbesbacher. Yes, carbon monoxide alarm we do have, and we're very aware of that, keeping the place ventilated before everyone goes, oh, you're going to kill yourselves. So yeah, you do need to be very, very, very cautious when keeping open flames in boats and kind of like using, taking out all the oxygen. So yes, we have a carbon dioxide alarm. And final thing, these things, hot water bottles. We had one in the bilge, and I went into Walmart yesterday to try and get another one, and they're like, what is a hot water bottle? I'm like, it's a bottle you fill with hot water? Because in England, we have these for everything. Another one of our Victorian throwbacks. Anyway, these apparently come as dual purpose things in America. Hot water bottle and enema kit. And so I had the enema attachments. So this kind of blew my mind a little bit because, and please, we have so many amazing American fans. Do you use it either or do you use it as dual purpose and then kind of clean off the end? Because I'd be scared of washback, wouldn't you?
I'd be scared of the entire process, I think.
I mean, yeah, so this is a hot water bottle which has the functionality to be an enema. It will never be an enema because I threw the long tube and the weird looking thistle attachment away. Anyway, so yeah, this is for bed. Electric blanket, which Teresa made me leave in the unit. Anyway, we're very nice and warm. 26 degrees in Celsius, and yeah, so that's what we're going to do. Tomorrow we're going to go, and hopefully when the sun comes up, it'll be about by 11 o'clock. Most of the snow should have come off. We need to just check to make sure nothing's been damaged. Also, we got a slight problem that the marina very cleverly turned all the water off because they were worried about the pipes freezing, so we're jerry jugging water. So it's a little bit kind of third world, first world, but we're happy. I've got Teresa's hat on, and
I've got cold beer.
yeah, the beer is easy to chill for once. And for once our esky had more ice in it after a week than we started off with. Anyway, that's us for this week. We will show you what we're doing tomorrow morning, and yeah, happy and warm. Bye bye.